Phoenix, Anka. How you guys doing? Just want to give you a big heads up on the 5 and higher earthquakes, the 5 and higher magnitude earthquakes that we've had in the last 24 hours. There's been quite a few. The last one was 2 hours ago. And let's see, making sure that there's nothing else going on. We did just get an update. Every time I click that, I get an update, it seems like. I'm not going to emphasize on anything that's below the 5 Richter scale earthquakes because there's quite a few earthquakes that's taken place. Just go through this real quick. China has had a 5.1, 5.8 in Iran. There were quite a few responses for that one, all the way in Qatar on that one there. 5.5 in Japan and a 5.0, and then immediately after that they had a 7.3, a 6.5. Pakistan has had a 5.1, Peru has had a 5.6, Indonesia had a 5.3, Tonga a 5.4, 5.2 in Philippines, and then they had a 5.0. 5.3 in Sandwich Islands. Indonesia had 2, 5.0, 5.1. New Zealand had a 5.7, and the Philippines had a 5.0. The big concern that I have right now is Japan with this monstrous, my goodness, gigantic earthquake of a magnitude of 7.3. Now, the interesting thing about that is this is a cluster, a swarm of earthquakes in one spot that's not too far from Fukushima. That's right here by a convergent, not too far from a convergent boundary. And that's where the plates actually collide. So the plates collide in this particular area with this particular boundary line. Now, this 7.3 is also in the same area as the other one, the other large one. See, as you can see, they got a cluster here. I got to get really close. They've actually had a lot of different earthquakes, but look at this. This is all in the same area. This one here is probably the 6 point. Yeah, that's a 6.5. That happened 11 hours ago. But we'll need to keep an eye on this. Iran, like I said, they had a really big one. China had a nice size one. There wasn't too many other earthquakes around the China one, but this right here is very significant. So we'll keep an eye on Japan, especially with this being not too far from Fukushima, also being around volcanoes. At the time that the Fukushima event happened, I had no idea that there were volcanoes right there by that nuclear power plant. I had no idea, that was in a general area. Now, they did have an earthquake in Fukushima. They had a 2.8 about 3 hours ago, and hopefully this area here will calm down. Just wanted to give you a heads up on what's going on in the world and where the big significant earthquakes were. And like I said, this is definitely a swarm of earthquakes in one spot, and huge one, 2 huge ones, as a matter of fact. Take care of yourself. Keep your bug out bags packed. Make sure that if you're looking into the pole shift, that you do your due diligence. And also make sure you look out for volcanoes and nuclear power plants and all those other things if you're deciding to relocate. All right, everyone, take care of yourself and talk to you soon. Ciao.